Top 9 Rules Being a Gentleman. In our world, the word gentleman can mean numerous effects. It can mean a general man, or a solid, reliable Joe, or it can be a spoony word for the halcyon men of 1950s announcements. Let's face it, in the 21st century, gentlemen are getting harder and harder to find. Or maybe the description of what makes a gentleman is changing and evolving with the times, rather than remaining embedded in aged principles and traditions. So what makes a gentleman? And how easy is it to actually become one? Well, we have racked our smarts and come up with 9 essential effects you need to do on a regular basis that will make you a gentleman and will actually have a positive effect on your life. And also there's a special bonus for you at the very end. So make sure you watch the video until the end. 1. Always have good hygiene. This one is an introductory demand, so come on, guys, be clean. Taking a shower or a bath every day is not really voluntary. You should take one every day, indeed if it's just an insouciant 5 minutes. Keeping clean not only makes you smell infinitely nicer, it also makes going about your day-to-day life much more affable for those around you. Keep some deodorant or body spray in your bag or on your person at all times so that you don't start to smell throughout whatever the day may bring. Having good hygiene also helps maintain tone regard and boosts your mood, some effects you need to be a gentleman. But before we begin, please subscribe to our YouTube channel for such amazing and informative videos. 2. Always be on time. Being late is no way seductive fashion and parties be damned, as it shows a lack of respect for someone additional's time and life that you boogied in 15 minutes late without a care. Getting a gentleman means having a focus on other people and so arriving at least 10 to 15 minutes beforehand is judicious. Bring a review or a book if you get wearied fluently, but chances are that the person you're meeting will be pleased that promptitude is one of your top traits. However, head out before or find a new route, if your route to work is frequently hindered by business that makes you late. 3. Always have good manners. This one is not optional either. Being a gentleman means being polite and well-mannered all the time, no matter what the circumstances. The way to suppose then's to lead by example. Imagine yourself as in stranger. What would you look for in a gentleman? Impeccable mores and jest are always near the top of the list, so make sure that you always use your pleases and thank yous, indeed if no one differently bothers. Why? Because it'll make you look much further of a polite, decent human being, and over time will actually change the way you bear around other people for the better. It's nice to be nice. 4. Always know your clothes. One of the hallmarks of a true gentleman is that he dresses according to his own style and owns it. However, but not tightly, if you have a suit, and you should enjoy at least one, make sure it fits well. Everyone's body shape is unique, so going to a knitter for differences is worth further than the money it costs, as the right tailoring will fit your suit to your body and not the other way around. Many gentlemen frequently rotund for toned down or strong color palettes and investing in some clean shirts, pants and jackets in solid, restrained colors. Navy, maroon, black, slate, white, etc. will give you great choices to make your wardrobe on before you go exploring new styles to find your own. 5. Always keep the swearing to a minimum. Swearing is not cool and is not going to make you a gentleman. Well, okay, we'll admit that in some circumstances, a well-timed curse word is both effective at recapitulating the situation at hand and being a cathartic blast. Still, cutting down on the everyday swearing will have a positive effect on yourself and those around you and is clearly something you need to do to be a gentleman. Showing consideration for the people around you by not dropping the F-lemon every 30 seconds when you're angry isn't only a sign of maturity, but one of innate calmness and confidence in yourself, something that's the hallmark of a gentleman. 6. Always be controlled. You cannot control everything. The world doesn't dance to the beat of your drum, but what you can control is how you reply to situations and the choices you make. Getting angry and verbally abusive? Not the work of a gentleman. A gentleman tries to keep cool and calm and removes himself from the situation still if he fears he's getting too angry. On a night out, a gentleman no way drinks further than he can handle because getting wasted might ensure all his good attributes go out the window and he winds up back at square one. A gentleman might not be teetotal, but restraint and control is needed over all vices to make sure they don't come excessive. 7. Always be kind. Kindness is one of those lesser recognized attributes in the ultramodern day world, but being a kind and gracious guy will always ensure you're seen as a gentleman. Still, don't let this be one of those performances you put on in public. let kindness into your inner life and reap the benefits for your mindset and thinking. Always go the extra mile to help out a friend or a neighbor. Call your loved ones frequently, shoot gifts if you can. Just generally be an upstanding Joe who cares as important about the new couple in the apartment block as he does an old friend. Letting yourself come kind has nothing but good benefits and will ensure your standing as a gentleman. 8. Always be considerate. Being considerate means being aware of your surroundings and the way you affect the people around you. A true gentleman always takes other people's opinions and passions into consideration before doing anything. For illustration, a gentleman takes his less than ambrosial lunch outside of the office to eat so that coworkers won't have to smell it should they be offended. A gentleman offers his seat on the machine to anyone who looks as if they may need one. A gentleman no way makes jokes that people will be offended or hurt by, indeed if they're not around to hear them, leading by illustration. Being considerate is one of the fundamental tenets of how to be a gentleman, and one every man should take on board immediately if he hasn't formerly. 9. Always respect everyone. Esteeming everyone as commodity a gentleman always does, no matter the circumstances, and looking down your nose at someone who appears to be further down the food chain than yourself is conceivably the most discourteous, ungentlemanly thing you could do. Absolutely everyone is good of your respect, so treat them consequently and warmly, no matter your particular opinion of them. This also goes for respecting yourself. Don't tear yourself down every time you make a mistake and suppose that you have made a colossal error. You're mortal, and the stylish thing we can do is accept our mistakes and learn from them to do better in the future. As promised earlier, here is the special bonus rule for you. Always be the stylish version of yourself. Being the stylish person that you can be is the way of the gentleman. A man cannot be perfect, but seeking towards the introductory core of humanity and decency is what makes a gentleman, once you dig beneath the suits and the grins. A true gentleman knows his limits and keeps trying to stretch them, going further to both improve himself and to prop other people in whatever way he can. Find your stylish rates and work on them. Find your worst rates and work on trying to improve them. The real secret of how to be a gentleman lies in being yourself, but the stylish version of yourself that you can work towards and improve on so you can be the stylish you can be. Even if he should not splurge with wealth, he knows how to handle it. A gentleman knows for what he spends money and for what not. He respects money. And also spends it for good things. Status symbols are not important to him because he stays true to his style. Honesty towards others and oneself is an important basis. To tell the truth and to be true to one's feelings shows courage and also represents a true gentleman. Did you learn something new about the rules of gentlemen that you didn't know before? We hope you did. Please check the link in the description for our merch also because there's something very special for you in it. So, if you're interested in learning more amazing ideas and rules, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon to get notified by our new videos. Please like and share the video. Don't forget to comment down your views on this. Thanks for watching till the end.